Hi guys, welcome to another Writing Tip Tuesday. Today's writing tip is one of my absolute favorites because I love to read, and that's exactly what the tip is today. If you get stuck, read. It might feel counterintuitive, but sometimes reading what somebody else has created has a way of jarring loose some of the thoughts that we have in our own heads. And I am a huge believer that everything has already been invented. So I don't feel like, oh, well, I have to totally come up with this idea on my own. We use other writers and authors for motivation to jumpstart our own ideas. They can even jumpstart ideas of like, oh, shoot, I want to write about that too. I think that sounds really cool. So don't be afraid to use other authors for motivation. I think that is so exciting, to piggyback on other people's brainstorming, fresh inspirations, all of those good feelings. If you love the way an author speaks or writes and it moves you, yes, use them in your own work. Don't plagiarize. I would never say that's okay, but you can use them for inspiration. I want to write about this scene. Let's see how they're handling it. I'm looking for a word. Oh, look at this word. This word is amazing. But the other part of that is it's really important when you're in a creative endeavor to give yourself a break. You have to work in that break and take it. And you need to pour into yourself, not just constantly putting out and generating content. We've got to pour in what we've taken away. We kind of, in a sense, we have to replace it. I call it dumping the bucket. So I go through life, I gather experiences, words, I read books, I do crossword puzzles, I fill my mind up. Then my mind's like, I'm in a burst. Dump me out. So then I dump out the bucket. I have to start again. I've got to refill that bucket. Reading is a way to do that. So if you get stuck, don't chastise yourself. Well, shoot, I never should have written this. Nobody's going to read it, blah, blah, blah. Don't do that to yourself. Just stop and say, wow, I must need to pour into myself right now. I must need to maybe read a book. I also like the idea of doing the crossword puzzle, by the way. That is an old standby. All of a sudden you'll be like, what? Eros? Where did that come from? And you'll find a way to use those words in your writing. So that's your Writing Tip Tuesday today. If you're stuck, read. And I also want to invite you to listen to the Go Book Yourself podcast, wherever podcasts are available. Lots more ideas for you, just for you. That's exactly why I do this whole thing. It's all for you. It's kind of for me, mostly for you. Have a great night. I'll see you in a couple days. Bye.